DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines, proudly brings you Equal Justice. Find out the hottest legal issues of the week and hear the analysis. And now, here are your hosts, Attorney Ador Tolentino.
We're making account of what transpires.
Attorney Paul Sangalan.
Your concern.
And Attorney June Quicho.
Right, of the country. And many tourists. Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it's still Ador Tolentino. As we promised you, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be bringing in some studio guests. And this is in connection with our continuing discussion on the Yolanda aftermath and all the relief and help efforts from the government and different individuals and non-government organizations. All, of course, concerned with the life after Yolanda of those affected in the central Philippine area. And just to give you some updates, as of Friday or December 6, reported the official death toll already reached 5,759. Okay, yes. And this is almost 6,000. I think 6,000 seems to be the number that will beat the record of Ondoy. Okay, because I think in 2009 Ondoy really hit the 6,000 mark. And okay, I think we still have some studio problems here for our other lines. But anyway, and some 26,000 people are injured. Estimated damage in infrastructure and agriculture has been placed at 35 billion pesos. Really huge, really huge. Okay. I think it's already okay.
Yes.
Okay. You're
okay, I am online.
Yes, yes. All right. And okay, this statistics that I just shared with you, just gives us some things to ponder. How can we help these 11 million individuals? Can you imagine 11 million? That's like more than 10% of our population.
Yes.
Really affected by Yolanda. In just one swift, okay, just one blow. It's just a 6-hour thing. Right? 11 million individuals were affected. That's not really a joke, and it's really something that we Filipinos are not the only one feeling sorry for them and wanting to do something to help. But as we have witnessed through various media, social, print, and television, there are a lot of groups really working together, putting all their efforts together to really help the victims. I mean, get them back on track and pick up the pieces of their shattered lives and make them, feeling whole again, so that they can continue living and have some sense of hope for a better life. So, Tony Paul, can you please introduce our guests?
So that's why we invited to our show two ladies. Lovely ladies, Miss Mylene Policarpio and Isha Ordiales. They are both HR professionals who want to do their share in addressing this need, this concern about our kababayan, our countrymen who were affected and displaced by Super Typhoon Yolanda. And I came across the two of them through
social media. Facebook.
That's right, yes.
Yes. Facebook seems to be the most popular thing in the Philippines, as it is in the world actually. I mean, Twitter wants to take its share, but I don't like Twitter.
And Facebook is the favorite of Filipinos, and I actually invited them here because they came up with a project that's really timely after giving relief goods and catering to the immediate concerns of the victims and survivors of Yolanda. We now have to look into the direction of rebuilding lives, no? Reconstruction and rehabilitation. And one way to help our countrymen is to provide jobs or livelihood or whatever so that they can have the means to support themselves. And Mylene and Isha are here to discuss what their group of HR professionals have done so far in this direction.
Maybe we can ask Mylene and Isha to greet our audience.
Hello, good afternoon.
Get closer to the mic.
Closer to the mic.
Hello, good afternoon po. Yes, good afternoon, Attorney Paul and Attorney Ador, and of course to all the listeners.
Good afternoon and welcome to the show.
Okay, tell us about this
Project.
this job for the survivors of Yolanda.
Name is Trabaho para sa mga survivors ni Yolanda. So it's started when my friend, her name is Tata. So unfortunately she was able to come here. So nag-post siya na
Maybe get the last name of
Tata Labastida.
Labastida.
Yes sir, we are a group of HR practitioners. So so nag-post po siya sa isang groups ng Facebook ng mga taga-HR. So she came up with that idea na, guys, instead of giving relief goods or any resources, why not na mag-isip tayo ng mga mga long-term na pwede natin sila tulungan. So why not na helping them to look for employment. So which is kaya namin, which is as an HR, kaya namin gawin. So we agree.
It's more like a social structure here that you want
yes,
to
sir.
build for
Opo.
them. Excuse me.
Okay.
Our technical is okay. Sorry, I get distracted when the volume audio, suddenly reduces. But anyway, this seems to be like a social structure that trying
Yes,
to
sir.
build, because you are providing opportunity for employment.
Yes.
And eventually a livelihood source for the victims of Yolanda.
Okay.
Okay. So
Really closer. Okay. Correct.
So when Tata opened the idea, so we many of us responded. Then nag-meeting po kami via Skype. So we plan for ilang means to na makatulong na medyo feasible na makakain po namin as a small group. So job fairs, medyo nag-isip po kami ng job fair. Then nag-finalize na kami na to come up with a database kung saan yes po, kung saan din pwede po sila mag-send po doon ng mga resumes. Then nag-dedicate po kasi kami ng mga gagawin. So aside from asking them to submit their resumes, then we also send messages to the companies through social media info. We send through LinkedIn. We send.
So everything seems to be happening with respect to this project or effort of your group.
Yes, sir.
Or your loose group.
Yes, sir.
Through the social media.
Social media online.
So that's the only organized group that you are working with. What about you said that you are collating data for your database, right?
Okay.
Materials for your database. How do you go about that, considering that the people affected are living in the Visayas and you are here in Metro Manila? Mylene?
Okay, actually, we are the HR managers of these participating companies. Right now, we have 50 participating companies, and these are all registered to the database. There are also survivors na nakapag-register na with this database. And this database was provided by Jobs 180. Thank you for Mr. Kim Chua. It was given to us for free, no? So that's the update right now. And then good thing that we
So there are already 50 companies participating.
yes, as of today, 50 companies.
What kind of companies and what are the businesses they do? So more or less we get an idea. What
Okay.
kind of employment?
Okay, these 50 participating companies are big companies. These are all operating nationwide.
Mm-mm.
So, hindi lang ito pang Manila. Kung nasaan ang survivors, nasa North Luzon ka ba, Visayas, Cebu, or Mindanao, kasi scattered na mga survivors eh. So,
Right.
kung ang participating companies is operating nationwide, kung nasaan ka, ang survivors napunta sa Manila, nagpunta ng Bicol. So, kung nasa Bicol ka, doon kita i-assign.
Right.
Ganyan.
Okay, that's
Good,
good.
good.
It looks like there's a quick monitoring also of
Yes,
where the
yes.
survivors
And this,
are finally settled down. Because
right.
as we know, there are a lot of survivors that were airlifted from the places of destruction
Mhm.
to Metro Manila. Some in Bicol, some in Cebu.
Yes.
Okay, because at least in Cebu, they were relatively safe in the city,
Yes.
but not the northern part of Cebu
And
province.
Not only airlifted, some were also taken to their relatives by land, no?
Oh yes,
And,
yes,
by
yes.
sea.
By sea, yes.
So, we don't know nga kung nasa na yung mga survivors. So, we want to communicate with them, ipaalam na merong database na kung saan pwede sila mag-apply and they don't need to go to the companies na
Yes.
kung saan may
They just have to do it through
Via
the convenience
online,
of their
right, yes.
computers, or maybe at computer shops. You can just go there and access. What's the website of that they can access for this database?
Can you announce already the website?
Okay, just for the background of the companies.
Alright.
Okay.
Hindi lang ito for managerials ang possession, but also for the rank and files. And we have, kasi in the industry of retail, no, logistics,
Yes.
and manufacturing.
I see.
So these are all for high school graduates, college graduates. So walang pinpili eh.
Right.
Okay.
There are levels, in other words, of positions that the survivors, can apply for,
Mhm.
and depending on the qualification and
Qualification.
requirements,
Yes.
if they fit and match, then
Yes.
they can get the aspired for position.
Yes,
Yes.
for example, I have the requirements for NCR, let's say 70 manpower requirements for NCR.
Right.
And I need sales staff, female sales staff, and there are survivors na may mga male, so hindi siya fit for my organization. And then, when Isha came, isa siya sa participating company, kukunin niya yung mga males naman,
Right,
things
right.
like that.
That's very nice. That's very nice.
Are you still inviting companies to
Yes,
participate and join?
Yes.
Ay, very good. So you can
What-
actually, yeah.
What are
Right
you
now,
looking at
I-
here? Do you have like a particular target number of people to help, or are you unlimited? Just
This is unlimited,
Unlimited.
no?
Oh, very
Kung
good.
gaano karami, wala namang problema.
Not even an organization, as I
Yeah,
understand.
oo.
You're just a loose group of HR practitioners who feel, the need to be
Yes.
relevant to our
That's right,
countrymen who were affected by the typhoon.
That's right.
And that's a very, very noble act for our countrymen down there in the Visayas.
And there's no political propaganda here because we're
Well,
not
I
politicians.
hope not.
Yeah. We're just an ordinary citizens.
Yes.
Blessed to be a nature professional.
Yes.
Well, as they say, it's always blessing to be a blessing to others too. Right?
Yes.
Di ba? Masarap yung feeling na gano'n. That's very good. Do you know each other guys before this effort?
No, this is the first time we meet
Wow.
kami.
Today,
Yes, no, first time.
Because Attorney Paul invited you.
Yes. Because Isha were from Cavite, right?
Yes.
And I am from Bulacan.
Oh.
So, may
Okay.
yung nagagawa ng website namin is from, nasan si Win ngayon? Camarines Norte.
Camarines Norte.
So, email lang talaga kami.
the power of online
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah.
And a good cause cause always binds, binds people together with the same purpose. Can we share microphone already?
Share microphone.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Chua.
Yes, greet our listeners.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And what is Job 180? Can you give us
Yeah.
some background about
Okay,
your company?
we were approached by this group of organizers, the HR organizers, to help them come up with a database wherein those who are looking for opportunities to find jobs, especially those who were affected by the recent calamity, to know where they can submit their resumes. So upon hearing about the initiative of the project, we immediately said yes. God gave us the talent, the
Yes,
tools,
yes.
so why don't we share it to our fellow countrymen?
And
yeah.
what is a website that they can visit for this?
The website they can visit, it's www. .jobs180.com. That's jobs180.com/project Yolanda.
Okay, and once they're in, they can just sign up or sign in.
Yes, they can. They have several options. They
I
can
see.
register. They can submit their resume directly.
I
They
see.
can get in touch with organizers, with all the participating HR companies who have been very supportive also with
Yes,
the project.
yes. Okay, once an interested applicant, submits or registers through your Jobs 180, how long do they expect the processing of their papers, before they can receive a feedback? Maybe it's good to tell them, how fast the process will take.
Actually, all these participating companies are waiting for the survivors to get registered with this database. No, for example, in my organizations, I am in need of more than hundreds na sales staff, but right now, unfortunately, there are only two survivors that was registered with it. So it's very good na merong media like this. It's great na na-invite kami ni Attorney Paul on this.
I see.
Is we're trying to do our share also in
Yeah,
disseminating the
thank you. It's
information.
fine.
Do you have a screening process, by the way? How do you know that they are really Yolanda survivors?
Okay, through resume that uploaded in this database. So when I screen the resume and find it fit for the position that I have to fill in, so from that database, i-click ko lang siya na para i-schedule for an interview. So yung HR namin is tatawag for the interview. So hindi sila kailangan pumunta sa mga offices ng mga companies na ito.
Yeah, follow through dun sa question ni Attorney Paul. I think he was asking how would you be able to determine if they are really victims of Yolanda? Would it matter?
Actually, hindi eh.
Okay, that's a good answer.
That's priority natin si survivor, but
Right.
actually, ang daming unemployed na pwede rin naman mag-upload ng resume and no
Yeah,
problem with us.
exactly. Okay, that's really good because let it be known then that this is not just really exclusively for Yolanda victims.
Yes.
This is for everyone who would like to get a job.
Yes.
And it just so happened that you would want to, of course, cater to and give priority to Yolanda victims, which is a very noble, intention.
Yes. So, it doesn't matter kung hindi sila survivor or not a victim. So, lahat ng unemployed pwede mag-register
Very good.
to this database.
Very good.
Okay, that's very nice. Because I was wondering how would you screen really, and wouldn't it be discriminatory against those who are not victims?
That's why they said it's open to all.
Nice to clarify that. Okay, so for companies who wants to participate and register, they can also go to the website www.jobs180.com. That's
Yes.
where they will
.com.
also. Do you have any
Project for Yolanda.
Project Yolanda.
Any landline?
Okay, for the employers na gusto mag-participate, they can text me at 0915-809-5618. Just text the name of your company, the representative, and the email address so that we
Mhm.
can send you the registration form. So once na masend namin yung registration form, pag na-fill up niyo na po siya, we will be sending you a free account.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
Para sa mga survivors, you can apply at http://jobs180/Project Yolanda. So ulitin ko po siya, it's http://jobs180/Project Yolanda.
Paiksiin mo na.
Yeah.
Sabihin mo na lang.
Jobs180.
Okay.
.com/Project Yolanda.
Okay.
I think that's easier, okay?
Yes.
Because if you Google that, it will lead you to that site.
Jobs180.com. With the .com, right?
Yes.
Yes.
.com/Project
Project
Yolanda.
Okay.
Yolanda. Very good. And Mylene, any last words to shout out our friends out there?
Yes, we have to thank you, Attorney Paul and Attorney Ador, and
You're welcome.
DZRJ, and also especially for the participating companies that
Mhm.
believe in this project and willing to help the survivors of
Right.
Yolanda.
Yes.
No? And thank you, Mr. Kim Chua, for the database you provided to us. Thank you, Jobs 180.
All right.
Yes.
God bless us.
It's good that we all have this various initiative from the private sector, no? Maganda sana.
Sans any political color.
Yes.
Maybe give also time for Mr. Kim Chua to say last words for the project that he is involved in, his job, so 180.
Okay. Actually, there are three things I'd like to share.
Mhm.
Una, the project is an initiative without any political, reasons behind it.
Mm.
Uh,
No agenda.
no agenda.
No hidden agenda at all.
Yes, we want to be very clear with that.
Yes.
Second, the reason why we came up with this online thing
Mm.
is so that, according to the previous caller, Sir Junep,
Mm.
gusto natin padaliin yung buhay ng mga naghahanap ng trabaho.
Right.
At hindi natin ito nililimit sa mga naghahanap o mga na biktima or na-survive lang sa Yolanda Yolanda tragedy,
Typhoon, yeah.
typhoon. So ito po ay open sa kahit sino.
Mm.
Kaya we'd like to thank yung mga kumpanya na nakita yung noble cause nito.
Mm.
Okay? Yung pangatlo po, we also look forward to working with other organizers such as yung kay Sir Junep.
Yes.
Maybe imagine how the impact will be.
Right.
You have a physical job fair happening on December 15,
Mhm.
and then at the same time, yung mga hindi makakapunta doon, meron silang paraan, may way pa rin na
That's right, yes.
makapaghanap ng trabaho.
Yes, for whatever
Yes,
reason.
for whatever
no?
reason, hindi sila survivor or survivor sila, basta kailangan nila ng trabaho, pwede silang pumunta doon sa
Right.
website, which
Right.
is, ulitin lang natin, pa rin sila maguluhan. No? Simple lang siya, it's jobs, JOBS180, that's jobs180.com/Project Yolanda. Okay? Yun lang po.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Chua, for that very inspiring last message. Maganda, maganda. And Attorney Paul.
Yes, maganda po na lahat tayo nagtutulungan. It's good that we all do our share individually and collectively wherever we are. No, like what Attorney Ador said, we are both Rotarians. We are members of Rotary Club, but different Rotary clubs. No, they have their own effort. We have my own club's effort, but the important thing is that we are all Filipino and we are all doing what we can, no? When we can, how we can to assist our countrymen. And that's all, Attorney Ador.
Yes, yes. Every effort actually counts, in times of disaster. There's no particular group or individual or institution that has the monopoly of good intentions. Everybody, has that innate sense of wanting to help another fellow individual, indeed. And all these efforts that we have laid down this afternoon, especially from your group, the HR group and Jobs 180, it's very much appreciated. And it's a good thing that this sprang from the private initiative because we don't want any more trouble than what the government is already causing us, right? So a private initiative like this is most welcome. And I thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen here in our studio, and thank you for being part of Equal Justice as we bring forth, of course, equal justice to all. Okay, and Paul, next meeting, I think we will be discussing, let's discuss more on the appointment of Ping Lacson as the rehabilitator ng Tsarbo. Hopefully may mga nagawa na siya so we can discuss, start doing some analysis kung tama ba, kung maganda yung pagkaka-appoint sa kanya, because while there are people who appreciate and laud the President for the appointment of Ping Lacson as the rehabilitation czar, marami ring ayaw, okay? Because of the record, good or bad, of the former senator. So it will be a very interesting topic next week,
Also,
among other things.
the pending bill in Congress regarding the overhaul of our disaster
Oh, yeah.
response and management system.
Yes, yes, we can do that, and perhaps maybe just to conclude the budget thing, I think by then the hearing on the supplemental
Yes.
budget bill has already been finished, and tingnan natin what happens. So with that, we thank everyone for tuning in this afternoon, and I hope you find it in your heart to find ways and means to help our countrymen who were affected adversely by Typhoon Yolanda. Okay, maraming salamat sa ating mga guests, and
Thank you very much.
till next week. This has been Attorney Ador Tolentino,
And Attorney Paul Sanggalang.
and this has been
Equal
Equal
Justice.
Justice.